Good morning. Welcome to another dare from the Respect Dare 40 days to a deeper connection with God and our husbands. All right, so today we are on dare 32, and I realized that I owe you a video on the next devotional that I want for us to do together. So I'll get to it eventually. All right, so 32. There 32. Crackled paint. Hebrews 10:24. And let us consider how we may spur one another towards love and good deeds. So this devotional, she talks about this woman that came into the room. Her husband was working on a project on a dresser, and she the dresser is kind of creamy yellow, and then his painting on the corner is an antique dresser, and he's painting with white paint, and it's just standing out to her more than the crack was, and she's like, what in the world? But she takes a step back and she decides not to talk anything about the paint. She just asks, like, is that paint? Is that primer? And he's like, no, that's paint. And she's like, oh, okay. Like, confirmed. It's hideous, but still, she doesn't say anything, and she knows that they have an appointment, right, a date to go play tennis, and she asks him, "Are you gonna be ready?" Like, I made the court reservations, and he said, "Yeah, sure. Just please let me know when we're leaving so that I can go ahead and get dressed and get ready," and that was it. So when they were driving to the car, I'm sorry, when they were driving to the courts, she brings it up again, right? And he finally tells her that he's doing a crackled paint. She checks with him, like, oh, how's it going, like on the project, whatever. And he says, I ran into a little trouble with the crackle paint technique, but I think I've got it worked out. And he says, I had to start over, but I think when it's finished, it's gonna be pretty cool, and I think you're really gonna like it. So, in other words, what seemed to be what she was seeing, which was that white paint that stood out, is not really what he was doing at all, right? He was working on a technique, which is what she wanted to begin with, and she thought he had given up on that idea. And then he says, yeah, I had given up on that idea, but then I thought about it, and I thought how you were right, because it's gonna look pretty awesome. So that's what she wanted to begin with. And he said that he had given up, but really he didn't. He turned around and he was doing that anyways. And then it says she avoided an argument by not jumping into conclusions or being emotional. In the beginning, it says that she remembered someone told her that when we talk to our husbands, let's be factual and not filled with so many emotions. I have to say that I have improved in so many ways, on how I am as a wife. And obviously, I have improved in not jumping into conclusions as well. But that is definitely an area of improvement still for me. Would I have seen that white paint on the corner of the dresser? I would have been like, hello, what are you doing? I would definitely have jumped into conclusions. So, I commend this woman, and I commend you that are able to act this way, with so much self-control and with so much, like, not jumping into conclusions. I would have definitely jumped into conclusions. So anyways, I thought that was a great reminder for us, really, of not jumping into conclusions, but allowing ourselves to express our desires with facts, and then just waiting for the response, really, like, didn't it work out so much better? So anyways, so how about you? There are 7 questions this time around. Number 4, how have your motivations changed since you began this book? I would love for you to share your answer of that question with me, please. So there is a link of our group right on the description that you can join, the WhatsApp group. Please join. Please let me know how it's going for you. And please let me know what your answer to that question is. How have your motivations changed since the beginning of this book? Number 5, as you look at the original vision and self-assessment from the beginning of these dares, what progress have you made? Make a list of all the things that are different about you now, and the things that you notice, the revelations that you've had, the things that you notice that you're doing different at home, that you are acting different with your husband. Please let me know. And then share. That's the number 6, right? Share with your small group. So share with me, share with whomever is on the WhatsApp group, so that we can all grow together, so that we can all celebrate each other. Every little win is a win, right? And it's important that we celebrate them all and that we share them all, so that we can see progress in each other's lives, and so that we can walk with this together. All right, so I will see you tomorrow. Was a short one today. Love you. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.